So here we are at what I would call the start of Finlathen Park, just beside Iceland. Not god-awful development and not other god-awful development. So here, yeah, help us keep our green spaces safe and enjoyable for everyone, because green space is very important. Now let's take a walk along the burn here. And my viewers tell about a bad bit of erosion. A bad bit of erosion. Somebody shouting something there. There's a dipper just landed there. He's just dived into the water now. These wee birds swim underwater. Well, fly underwater. Looking for larvae and that, underneath the gravel and that. And beautiful wee things. Not seen them come up yet, but they're amazing. In the rapids. And he'll be looking a bit on the bottom there. He actually walks on the bottom. Not seen them come up. No, I've not seen them come up yet. Mind you, you could swim down and then pop up and fly back. You'll be following all the stuff getting flowed down the river. Nice tasty bits, things getting uncovered and that. Because when the water moves, on the river below, all the rocks and that, it's like a conveyor belt. From where it starts to where it outflows. And it's a constant movement of this rock. And it actually acts as a conveyor belt of rocks and grind them down. And by the time they get to the bottom, they're all round. So, you also get kingfishers. I've seen one. So blessed I was to be able to see one. But you get kingfishers down this stretch of the river. The emerald king of the river. A lovely looking wee bird. Once seen, never forgotten. Honestly. And there's trouble. See these guys. They're really bad. Really bad for all other wildlife. You didn't used to see them in Dundee. I call them the council bird. Because they move in, devastate an area, then carry on as though nothing had happened. And so there's your magpie for you. There needs to be some serious look into these birds because they're devastating all the rest of the wildlife. You'll notice how there's a dramatic rise in their numbers. But that will crash. Look at that. Lovely looking bird. And it deserves the attention that it needs. Let's not forget, Mother Nature's sick. And really sick. She should be in intensive care. And we're not doing nothing about it. So we need to really save this Dicty corridor. I mean, this is the Finlathen Park. It's only a section of it. But there's a Dicty catchment area, which I propose to be the whole lot of the Dicty, to get an environmental status so it's protected for everything, for the effluent that will go into it. The catchment area would take that into consideration. What are the water coming into here? Whatever's in the water or what's being carried in the water needs to be monitored. And that would help if we had the Dicty catchment area. Then you could sort of say, well, that's the area. Within that area, there should be no chemical spills, no chemical usage, none of that. To protect this freshwater support. Yeah, and like this is like a necessity, especially in this day and age, when we need fresh water as it depletes. And this is where manky reservoirs get mankier. And none's done to repair them, and like it's, the infrastructure is still Victorian. They're still catching up with that. You know, like these collapsed clay pipes and things like that. How much percentage of that is done? And how much has it still got today? Because that seems to be their importance. They forget about the source of the water. And it's things like this that need to be protected. Selling down, early selling down. The plants are really retarded, I would say, at this time of year. But if we get a good sprint of the sun, we'll be able to sort of get a half decent crop or whatever. So we're walking along the burn, and this is an amazing wee place. It encompasses quite a lot of sort of trees, wildlife, everything, vegetation. And there's even a wee swing with the youngins, as long as they don't hurt themselves. I did when I was wee a while long back at Iceland. Well, it wasn't mine, it was everybody's, but falling tree. I should be cut up, put in a log pile for an insect hotel. And there's erosion there, look at that. That's a clear example of liquefaction of soil, and it's just moved. Whoa. Creating a wee river, look, stream. Gee, that's loads, eh? So it's so enhancing that soil slippage, the stream. You could see it, look. Whoa. Now as we get wetter, a couple of ducks. Mallard and his missus. Arthur Mallard. Some people will get that. But hey, this need to be addressed. The willow there, that's natural regeneration there. That's branches coming stuck in the mud and then grew. That's brilliant. That's what we need. Willow. That stabilises the bank and gives a nice wildlife feature. And oh, there's the erosion there. I can see what they're saying. They've put chestnut palings, which is no satisfactory as a safety. You can see that it's been an ancient sort of thing, because there are remnants of an old bridge, I think. Another mallard over there, and a wee preen, and be oiling his feathers. Yeah, he'll be oiling his feathers, so he's buoyant. And like, but that erosion there, that's natural, as it comes off the bend there. It's not been allowed to erode too much, because there should have been an oxbow lake here by now. But because of the bridge and the parapets, they can't allow erosion. They can't allow the natural aspects of this river. So what we get is a distorted thing. Look how powerful the water is. Here's a bin rammed into the willows. And like, so the erosion is really bad here. I don't want to get too close to the edge just in case it crumbles, but as you can see, the erosion is happening. Now again, gabions are the thing put along here, because that is just crumbling. That is, I think that's what Karen was on about. If it's no Karen, let us know. But you're right. Now, they could put a line of gabions there. I'd say 2 hair. Say about 50 feet. 50 feet for the point where the fence is down. Because this bit here will abate a bit. And you just need that corner there protect. This bit here just needs to be protected from eroding too much. Because then you'll get pushed onto where the trees are. That'll crumble quite quickly. So that needs to be addressed. And that's for the council today. The park rangers could be in here doing something like that. I never see them when these things are. There's the. Get rid of them or cull them. And this is going to be subject to getting washed away once full spate comes. As you can see, it's so sandy. Any full spate will wash that away. The vegetation will hide it for a bit, but that'll just give you anyway. But really, I think you're right, Karen. Yeah, definitely. We'll actually go down here, see how soft it is. But as you can see, it's like, you can see the sand. Now that's been washed through down upstream. A lot of willow sticks somebody's stuck in. Well done. Somebody's actually come here and stuck these in. I wonder if that's been done or somebody's just did that. Kind of like thinking about the river. Somebody like myself. You can see the erosion. Yeah, it definitely needs to start through there, where the fence is down, to just it overlaps the bend. 50 feet, I would say. Gabions, double story. But this is an amazing river. One of the 4 most important rivers in the building of Dundee. For the Law Hill, the Dundiag, or the Roman fort that was atop the hill, Iron Age fort I think it was first established, and then the Romans put a fort there, because it had commanding views. This is the body I say, this is where the river should come through. There's the river over there, you see the white line. Well, it should have created, as you can see, this is a low floodplain. So by now you would imagine that would have cut through for what that goalpost is like. That's the sort of river coming down that way, sort of in line with the goalposts, coming down that way and coming round and back up there, and then round and down here to where the bridge is. Some lovely daffies there, Pseudo-Narcissi narcissi, the crow. I think the crows are starting to realise about the magpies and that, where they're taking issue with them now. And the wood pigeons, there's a wood pigeon in my back, it refuses to be bullied by them. Yeah, this used to be a crossing point, I think. And a swing. See, this just needs some TLC. And there's loads of people out there that are willing to do these things to save our future. I noticed they've put in a tar path. It would have been so much easier with wind dust, crushed wind dust. And wind dust is versatile. And when you repair it, when you put the stuff back, it's invisible. It doesn't, kind of like this tar stuff is crap, it's bitumen, it's no good for the environment. And chunks of it fan into the water, and like, it's not right. We need to start saving it. And those that are in charge at the moment, well, I say in charge loosely, those in charge at the moment have got a lot to answer for. And there's a lot of them I notice resigning. Hey, Mrs. Whirling. Well, is it resigning or retiring? I'm not sure, because the two of them mean the same. because none of them get sacked. And the reason being, they've all got too much dirt on them. In another. But how the mighty will fall, because some of them will talk. And when we find out, or I'll just do my investigative reporting, because I plan to create a story on that. And every video is evidence against these people who have literally raped and pillaged my city. And it's not good enough. And the police authorities have went and have told them, the law that they're breaking, and still nothing done. So everybody is responsible for their own actions. So let's have an inquiry and let's see. There's plenty of evidence on my channel, A Life with Brian, plenty of it. And it's evidence to say, I love my city, but then I love what's happening to it. I hate what's happening to it. And it is not under our control, or so it would seem. Enough people get together, have enough of you Dundonians get together and say, right, enough's enough. We want something done by authority about the abuse of authority. Malfeasance of office, that's what it is. There's a General Act of Parliament 2010 which covers this, especially for councils. Oh, mere erosion, look at that. That's really bad there. I think this is what you were on about, Karen. Yeah, see what you mean. Exactly, that's getting undermined and underpinned. Whoa. That needs to be addressed quickly. Yeah, that needs to be addressed. So you see this, please phone up. Tell the council, I'll not get too near this edge because I think this is going to be undercut as well. Whoa. Oh yeah, you've got reason to be worried, yeah. This needs to be dealt with. Phone up SEPA and report this. Everybody that can, please phone SEPA and report this. That's the only way we get things done. If I phone up, none gets done. Different people phone up, then it will get done. It'll get looked at. They'll take video it. They'll make sure the authorities are aware of it, which is all we could do. Oh, you could see it. You could see it getting cut away if you're down there. Ho ho ho. It might abate, it looks like it's abating, but even if it does, and it's still done a lot of damage. This needs to be addressed. This river could be so much more beautiful. It is beautiful now, but it could be so much more beautiful than it is, honestly. You could be out there carrying with your kids and having a picnic, letting the dog, well, putting in the corkscrews, give a lunge rope and let them run about. And like, there's so much could be done round here. There's so much for you to enjoy, and like, so much. So, let's be having you. Phone up, start complaining. It's not a complaint, it's like, I want this issue addressed. You're the guys to do it, let's get it done. Look at this pathetic attempt. Oh my God. This is like to stop the Oxbow laking. But you see, like that should be redone. All the way along. There's the dipper. See him? Amazing wee bird. He flies under the water. There he goes. He flies under the water, looking for caddisfly larvae and such things like that. Here we go. Here's Council's budget for the defence system of the Dichty. There it is in one wee package. I think it's 2 gabions, but they've stitched them together as one. That's to stop the Oxbow laking. This is a repair they've done. Inadequate, as you could see. There's a gap between it. Where's the gabions for there? And there. See that's diverting. Right around there. That could be so easily done. Redone. There's no excuse for it. Butterbur, Petasites hybridus. It's coming up well. Oh, celandine, celandines, the yellowings, that's celandine, in case you think they're buttercups or dandelions or whatever. It's a wee plant called celandine. I thought I heard my wee... it's a blackbird. Plenty of daffs, eh? Amazing. Oh, tree down. Clearly see it. Looks like an aspen or hazel. It's not round enough for a hazel, maybe. So we're just taking a look at the river. And yeah, it needs to be addressed. I'm walking on when it's in full spate that it's overflowed to, because there's loads of sand, as you can see, which is good because sand brings minerals and salts and things like that. We can. Oh, wild garlic, Ramsons. Oh. So remember names of things. Been not long since I've done anything. Better get my books out. A wee path alongside the river here. Up a road it there. Oh, it's definitely a raging. There's a lot of garlic here, which you could use in your cooking. A couple of the leaves. Just pick a leaf, crush it and smell it. Wow. Talk about garlic flavour. Whoa. You're in for a treat. Right, anyway. Oh, this needs to be dealt with. It's creating rapids here, look. Which will further enhance erosion. Oh. Just to let you understand, right? Water travelling at 7 miles an hour, ankle height, could knock you over. That's just to show you the power of water. You times that by this, and that is quite scary for any animal or person going into something like that. I mean, you can see the kind of like, water's an amazing force, and you need to treat it with care. This is not being treated with anything but disdain. There's another tree down. Now these need to be dealt with for the simple reason it's obstructing the path of the stream, the river, the Dichty. There's things that we could do. I think there's Scottish Instruments. If you go on our government site, Scottish Instruments, and look up water directives, you will see. It's a nice shingle bank here. This is quite established. This is established for when they built that. And vegetation there, nice vegetation. Yeah, see that's a nice, see these like sedges and that. They're good trappers, they trap detritement and that. It's quite a swell there coming out. And that's quite dangerous there, I would say. And especially when it's full spate. A nice rock diverting the water flow. But amazingly, that rock could be picked up and moved by this river quite easily. Remember, you're only getting the water that's hitting you. You're getting every molecule of water that's behind it as well. So, wow. That's, no. Now, gabions, straight across. I can't stress enough. It's fixable easily, and easily fixable. The lack of council initiative is what we hate to deal with. And that's what we hate to address. We can't allow this to go on. if we allow it to go on any further, it's going to have a detrimental effect on the immediate future. Never mind the long-term future. There's not going to be a long-term future if we didn't address these problems. These need to be addressed. Whoa. Now that is some power coming through there. Look at the size of the waves there. You'll be able to calculate that, no problem. The SEPA boys will be able to tell you. There's a SEPA site you could go on and here, look at this river. They've got a testing station over there. Over there. And that reads this river. So the council knew that this was going to happen. I'm not caring what they say. Where's your Shona Robinson now? Where's your Mr. Chris Law now? Where's Helen Wright now? Where's any of them? Where is any of them to address the issues of the Dundee people? I tell you, ignore them like they ignored you and vote for the independent of your community. Because I assure you, that's the only way we'll get change. And we need change. The people are taking the power back, because the power that we gave away to these people are being abused. Now, you can say to them, you no longer have that power. You no longer have power over me. So therefore, get away. Go away. You, Mr. Policeman, better start changing. And you, Mr. Councilman, better start changing. The whole lot of you. And you better start taking notice of the people who pay your wages. And it's no any, if you've got a problem with that, you've got an ego. That's all I could say. And don't let your egos get in the way of what's the future. Because that's what's detracting from it. You being offended or butthurt, as they say. Because somebody said, wait a minute, can I question that? Can I maybe say you're wrong? Well, tell me why I'm wrong. Go on. I'm waiting for it. I'm ready for all the arguments. I've got plenty of ammunition. And I've collected loads of evidence. So, you tell me how I'm wrong. Please, a like, share and subscribe. This was for you, Karen. You're right, it needs to be addressed. Take your photos send them to SEPA or the Health and Safety Executive in Edinburgh in an email or something. And just tell them you're concerned, because that is very concerning. So that's it from me. Like, share and subscribe.